We begin with the story that all of Detroit is talking about. Word swirling that former Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick could be in for early release. Good Friday afternoon to you. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Brian Abel. Nothing official yet, but if true, it will be a big break for the ex-mayor. Kilpatrick, he was sentenced to 28 years in prison back in 2013. He's 49 years old and had a release date of 2037.
The former mayor has been serving time at the Federal Correctional Institute in Oakdale, Louisiana. 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner has been working this story all day long. And Jim, tell us what you know.
Glenda, just as we're coming on the air, I got a phone call from State Rep Karen Whitsett here in Detroit. She says she has confirmed that this is happening from the White House. She actually said she was told this yesterday when she met with President Trump, who was in town going through the Ford Rawsonville plant. So more to come from the state rep later. I've also been on the phone all day with federal sources. They're telling me they've been working to confirm this, and more importantly, who approved this early release.
If this is true, this stinks. It stinks on every level.
And federal sources who convicted the former Detroit mayor of racketeering and extortion agree. Take a look. Kilpatrick is still listed in the Federal Bureau of Prisons as an inmate in Oakdale 1, a minimum security prison in Louisiana. If he were already released, this may not be updated. The Bureau will only tell 7 Action News, for privacy, safety, and security reasons, we do not discuss information about an individual inmate's conditions of confinement or release plans. This defense attorney has gotten 2 of her clients an early compassionate release because of COVID-19.
I had a doctor who was released on Wednesday, and he is now updated on the website as released. I have a doctor who is released this morning, and he is not updated on the website. If you look him up, he's still listed as incarcerated.
Where Kilpatrick is housed, the website shows there have been 81 cases of COVID-19 among inmates, 8 staff, and 7 deaths. An early release could come from the Bureau of Prisons. This was first reported by the Ebony Foundation. Its website does not offer any documentation of the release. It does show how in February they wrote a letter to President Trump seeking clemency for Kilpatrick. In the letter they wrote, "We attempt not to dispute his guilt or innocence, but rather to express our opposition to the excessive nature and length of his sentence." No word from the White House on clemency. Kilpatrick was sentenced to 28 years by Detroit federal judge Nancy Edmonds. She is not likely to grant an early release, and there is no record that she did.
The only way it happened is if it were a backdoor deal with the President of the United States or the Bureau of Prisons, whose director is appointed by the President of the United States.
And if in fact the reports are true, I'll be doing anything I can to help him get a fresh start.
So again, no official confirmation from any federal state agency, but State Rep Karen Whitsett saying she has been told by the Trump White House that Kwame Kilpatrick is getting an early release. Live downtown, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
And we know he has had some high-profile support behind him for his early release, Jim, so we'll keep an eye on this. Thank you.